Why moderation does not work? Bakit hindi pwede ang eat in moderation lamang? Ito, isa sa mga nakita ko po sa comment section. Meron pong nag-comment na kung totoo daw ba akong clinician, bakit daw po ang ina-advise ko ay stop ang certain food groups at bakit hindi na lamang moderation. Pag-usapan po natin yan ngayon. Ito po si Dr. Iris, isang Filipino-Canadian medical doctor. Tumutulong sa mga kababayan natin different ways to level up. Kasama dyan ang physical, emotional, mental, even spiritual, and abundance aspect ng buhay natin. Dahil ako din po ay isang online entrepreneur, so tumutulong din sa mga kababayan natin mag-level up in abundance. Lahat ng resources ko matatagpuan. Level up with driris.com. Piliin lamang ang mga resource. Maraming libre dyan na makakatulong sa inyo, and read your emails and attend the workshops and download the resources. So balikan po natin why moderation does not work. Bakit nga ba? Kung iintindihin po natin yung scientific basis ng nutrition, so low carb nutrition and fasting, ng metabolism itself, dito po natin ma-realize na hindi pwede talaga na moderation lamang. Kasi when you begin to understand that anything that will overstimulate or stimulate insulin in a big way, so highly insulin stimulating na tinatawag na mga pagkain o inumin, it will cause a few different things to happen in the body. So, yung insulin po ay ang central hormone ng metabolism. It's best po na hindi ma-stimulate masyado ang insulin kasi siya ang nagdidikta sa katawan to store fat. Anytime that you eat something that is highly insulin stimulating, the insulin will tell the body to store fat. Kapag nangyari po yan, then we get into what we call the insulin-resistant state. Insulin resistance, itong mga estado na ito, are the different diseases that we see in our society. Diabetes, high blood pressure, high cholesterol, high uric acid, cancer, inflammatory conditions, PCOS. To mention po yung mga major. Marami din po dyan na mga subcategories, inflammatory states and all the complications. So kung ang insulin stimulation is the thing that leads to disease states, then even po in moderation, it will still stimulate it, right? So a good analogy to this is, alam mo, na pag may kinain kang poison, mapopoison ka, right? So sasabihin mo ba sa sarili mo, I will continue to eat the poison in moderation para hindi ako ma-harm nitong poison na ito? Well, you probably won't. So this is the very same thing with the foods that are highly insulin stimulating, mga pagkain that are highly inflammatory sa katawan natin, and many of these inflammatory effects we actually don't see. Hindi natin nafe-feel agad-agad. They build up over time. They are microscopic. So yung inflammatory effect ng sugar, for example, builds up sa mga ugat natin, eventually causing itong mga disease states. Yung mga excess energy na yan sa katawan natin will eventually feed the cancer cells na natutulog lang sa loob ng katawan natin. All of us have cancer cells. It's a matter of having a few different factors favorable para mag-grow yung cancer cell na yan. And isa sa mga pinakamalaking factors is insulin resistance. Having that excess energy na available for the cancer cells so that they can grow. And in fact, ito nga po yung basis kung bakit sa mga certain cancers, ang isa sa mga treatments is going low carb, keto, para po ma-deprive ng source ng energy nila yung cancer cells, pero ang katawan natin patuloy pa rin ang kanyang pag-function kasi matalino ang katawan natin. It can shift fuels. It can shift from using sugar as fuel to using fat as fuel. And ito na nga po ang nangyayari dito sa lifestyle natin na ito. When we adapt itong low-carb nutrition and fasting, we shift our fuels. So our bodies can survive kahit walang sugar, but the cancer cells, abnormal cells, they can't. So ito po yung isa sa mga pinakamalaki, I think, na kailangan maintindihan tungkol dito sa aspeto ng moderation, na kahit nga naman moderation mo kinakain, yung mga pagkain na nandito sa stop section ng food guide natin, it will still affect the body in microscopic ways and in hormonal ways, like what's happening with insulin stimulation. So hindi po talaga pwede ang moderation. Ang mangyayari niyan is magyo-yo-yo lang yung inyong metabolism, magyo-yo-yo. At one point, mababa ang sugar stimulation, mababa ang insulin effect. At some point, dahil kumain na naman kayo ng pagkain na yon that will stimulate insulin, tataas na naman. So it's a yo-yo effect. Ano magiging effect niyan sa inyong disease reversal? Ano magiging effect niyan sa inyong weight loss? di ganun din po, yo-yo din. So, papayat, tataba. Walang consistency kasi at walang pag-iintindi sa pinaka-hormonal basis, pinaka-foundation bakit ginagawa natin ang lifestyle na ito. So, in this case po, moderation does not work. It's just like poison. Moderate mo bang i-take ang poison? Alam mo na nakakalason siya sa iyo. Are you just going to take it moderately and okay ka na? Of course not. So, it's the same basic principle. And I hope po maintindihan ninyo through this video kung bakit talagang sa lifestyle natin, it becomes a way of life. Kung bakit kaya naman nating mabuhay without those excess carbohydrates or highly insulin stimulating na mga carbohydrates, high net carb food, and maaari tayong masustain ng iba pang food groups like proteins and fats na matatagpuan natin dito sa ating food guide. So sa mga nangangailangan ng extra gabay, please join our communities para makita nyo ang mga inspiring stories ng healing and transformation by doing this lifestyle the right way and very natural and holistic way po, and to also get community support. And kung kailangan ng extra gabay, lagi naman po ako may mga broadcasts. Meron ako mga libreng Zoom meets. Join lamang po kayo doon. I am always wishing you holistic wellness. Stay healthy and stay low carb.